With the assistance of people like Executive Director of the Lincolnville Museum, Regina Phillips, helping preserve Black history in the St. Augustine community.
Well, it started 100 years ago as the first black high school for students in St. Johns County.
About 10 years ago, the school was approved by the City Board's Education to be built, when before, Black children could only get as far as an 8th grade education within the city's limits.
So it was, everybody was a product of the Excelsior. The name itself uh, kind of speaks to equality and civil rights. They named it Excelsior. It didn't start out with that name. It started out as a colored school, number two.
The school cultivated future activists like Ray Charles and Dr. Robert B. Hailing, alongside with attracting activists like Reverend Andrew Young and Martin Luther King Jr. to march from the Excelsior School to the public slave market and part of what is today known as MLK Street, creating what is known today as the Freedom Trail.
I know of at least one personal case, and that was a young man who was our acting director for a while, and his name was Eugene Francis. And his grandparents, he shared that story that they actually met while they were being sold at that market in St. Augustine.
In the center of the historic square stands the public marketplace that was originally built by Spain as a marketplace for goods. Then, once power shifted to the English, the marketplace was used as a hub for selling slaves. It stands today as a physical reminder of slavery.
Leaders and people of our nation. I believe that I was uttering.
On these grounds is where multiple demonstrations were held, led by civil rights activists like Martin Luther King Jr. and Andrew Young. At these protests, at times it would involve physical violence and arrest. Meet the staff of Lincolnville Museum as they share their favorite parts and what places like this museum offer to the community. Volunteer Mike Konopacki and the Assistant Director Ava Smallwood.
And so part of the fun of it is discovering the connections.
Well, it's amazing that when you have group tours, let's say we have kids that come in and they have not been taught about civil rights in their class, they find it amazing that all of this happened if they are local here in St. Augustine, and if not, just in the state of Florida.
I think it's the preservation of our heritage is the most important thing. You know, telling our stories in our own words through pictures and documents and you know, oral histories when possible. You know, so that we're not just relying on somebody else to tell the stories about what happened in communities like this.
Reporting for JU Dolphin Media on location, St. Augustine, Florida, I'm Sanaya Nelson.